Beloved daughter of the Most High, stop now for a moment and listen carefully to the whisper that comes through the winds of the Spirit. It is no accident that you were led to this message. There is a call from above, an echo from the heavenly spheres, and it carries urgency. Today, I am authorized to speak directly to you, for there is something that needs to be revealed. A decisive moment is approaching, and it involves the one who is most precious to his heart, his daughter. Something will be moving next week, and if you keep your eye on it, it will be an instrument of deliverance. The connection between you is sacred, and it is by this eternal bond that heaven has chosen to touch your spirit now. Have you noticed the change in the air? Have you ever felt that feeling that something is about to happen, without knowing exactly what it is? These impressions are not deceptive. They are subtle touches that the angelic realm sends to your soul to prepare it. Monday will be a milestone. Don't be afraid. Nothing will come to destroy, but to reveal. It is as if a veil has been lifted, and what was hidden has finally come to light. Something that involves your daughter, a situation or person that until then seemed harmless, will be exposed to the light of truth. And you need to be present, not only physically, but spiritually awake. As a messenger from heaven, I bring a mission to strengthen your faith and open your spiritual eyes. There's a battle going on that you don't see with carnal eyes, but it's real. Your daughter is at the center of a crossroads, and Archangel Michael has already wielded his flaming sword to protect her. However, the light shield completes itself with his participation. Your active presence, your prayers, your words, your listening. Nothing that will come will be greater than what has already been decreed by God. It is kept, it is called, it is set apart for a higher purpose. You are a vital part of that promise. Often, when things seem calm, that's exactly where the enemy sneaks in. He presents himself not with horns or screams, but through distractions, influences disguised as good intentions, friendships camouflaged as sweet but poisonous advice. That is why I am here now, saying with all truth, your spiritual vigilance needs to be intensified. Observe the details, listen without interrupting, read between the lines of her behavior. You know her more than anyone, even more than she knows herself. Perhaps she is hiding something, not out of malice, but out of fear of worrying you. Or maybe you're excited about something that looks promising, but is far from it. Her heart is in the process of spiritual formation, and therefore, she needs direction. If you allow the angels to act through you, she will be guided to the right destination. Archangel Michael is already at the forefront of this battle, pushing away traps, preventing wrong encounters, undoing words thrown with bad intentions. But it is you who will sustain this coverage with your active faith. Have you noticed how much your presence changes the environment? How much does your daughter find relief when she is around you, even without saying anything? This connection is a gift. Don't doubt it. Even if she says she doesn't need help, even if she tries to look strong, her soul still cries out for your care. You are the channel the angels use to speak to her, to warn her with love, to remind her of who she is and to whom she belongs. Don't let fear silence your voice. The Spirit wants to use you. It will not be through confrontation, but through wisdom. Soft but firm words. Looks full of love, but also of discernment. God has given you a sharpened spiritual radar, and if something inside you has already been unsettling your heart, this message serves as confirmation. You are feeling correctly. The battle is spiritual, but the victory has already been proclaimed. However, vigilance must remain. The days ahead will bring path-setting decisions, and your every word can be like a compass. Know that there are things that you will not be able to avoid, as they are part of her learning. But there are others that can be diverted with your intervention at the right time. The heavens do not ask you to live in fear, but to walk in alertness. Keep your home spiritually clean, your heart pacified, and your words aligned with heaven. Archangel Michael is clearing paths, but you need to daily seal protection with your faith. Declare every day, my daughter is untouchable. The light covers it. Evil has no power over her. Repeat these statements not as anxious supplications, but as decrees of one who knows who he is and in whom he believes. You're not alone. The angels have been working behind the scenes. People will be turned away suddenly. Plans will be thwarted. And what looks like a loss will actually be deliverance. Do not question what is undone. Do not regret what breaks. God is removing what hinders progress. He is paving the way for His purpose in His daughter's life to be fully realized. This daughter you fathered is not ordinary. There is an anointing on it, and because of that, it attracts so much resistance. But you also carry authority to intercede for her. Use that. With your every prayer, invisible walls rise. With every cry, the angels are released. Every time you declare protection, something happens in heaven. And even if your eyes don't see it, there is movement. Do not give up praying. Don't get tired of watching. She needs your faith more than you know. Her spirituality is being awakened. It may not be in a traditional way, it may not be as you expected, but the Spirit is blowing on her. Allow her to find her own way, but be there to guide her when she asks for direction. You are not an obstacle, you are a reference. Even when it moves away, it will carry within itself the seed you planted, and at the right time, this seed will bloom. She will return to the roots, and everything will make sense. If at any time you feel that you are losing control, remember, the one who is in control is God. He doesn't get distracted. He doesn't miss. He doesn't lose battles. And He is more interested in her well-being than you can imagine. His alliance with you includes your daughter's life. And this promise remains standing, even when everything around seems otherwise. Even when she herself seems uncooperative. The promise is still alive, and you are still a key player in this purpose. At this time, a new cycle begins. You will be surprised. A conversation will bring light. A sign will confirm what you already know. Something that seemed worrisome will be undone, and your daughter will begin to see more clearly. The veils will fall. Confusion will give way to discernment. She will turn away from what does not do her good, even without understanding exactly why. It will be as if something prevents her from continuing in certain directions. And this will be the answer to your prayers. The light of Archangel Michael is already illuminating the shadows around her. You will notice subtle changes. Her gaze will be firmer, words more conscious. And when she needs support, you will be ready, not with judgment, but with wisdom. And she will listen. She will feel that even without understanding everything, you always knew. She will feel that by her side she is safe. Because you will be for her the reflection of God's protective love. What lies ahead will not be easy, but it will be necessary. In the end, it will be liberating. A cycle will end. An influence will be broken. A friendship will be broken. A call will be awakened. And then the light will take over the path. You'll be the first to notice. Your eyes will sparkle with relief. Your heart will rest. And your faith will be strengthened. Because all this was necessary. Because heaven knew. Because you obeyed. His bent knees were the most powerful weapon. Her tears were not in vain. His night whispers, the requests made in silence, everything was heard. Heaven responded. And it's responding now. You will feel peace like you have never felt before. Because you will know, the battle has been won. Not because you fought alone, but because you were heaven's ally. And this alliance is eternal. Your daughter is protected. Your mission is active. Your faith is a beacon. And the angels will continue around you.
Whenever you need me, I'll be here.
Not as a distant voice, but as a constant presence. You have been chosen.
You are guardian.
You are an instrument. And the history that is being written now will be a testimony in the future. Nothing will be like before.
Good will triumph.
And you will see with your own eyes what faith can do. Stay strong.
Keep praying. Keep believing. Heaven is with you.
And with your daughter. Always. If you want, I can adapt this text for use in video, narration, or print in a special format.
Do you want that?
And now that you have been reached for this truth, something within you begins to move. It is as if a window has been opened inside your soul, allowing a different breeze to blow in, gentle but charged with purpose. There's so much more to come, and you feel it. It's not just about protecting, but about positioning. There is a hidden calling behind this revelation, an invisible movement that begins to form, and you are in the center of it. The heavens await your next attitude, for something is about to be activated in the spirit world. There are prayers that have not yet been said, words that you have not yet spoken, and that will open portals of protection and wisdom never experienced. This is not a story that moves towards an end, but the beginning of a new cycle that will require more sensitivity and discernment. The angels are in assembly, watching attentively over your daughter's next steps. But there are secrets that still cannot be revealed at once. You will need constancy, for that which is coming will be gradual, like a dawn that cannot be hurried. Your daughter carries an answer. She doesn't know it yet, but inside her there is something the world needs. That's why the attack was so subtle, so disguised by opportunities, so dressed up in normalcy. There was an attempt to distract her from the real focus, to look away from her origin so that she does not discover her mission. However, the time of ignorance is about to be interrupted. A spiritual sound will be released, and she will begin to hear the frequency of her destiny. Even without understanding for sure what is happening, you will notice changes in the details. The music she starts to hear, the looks that become more distant, or the questions she starts to ask, all of this is part of a larger process. These are the first signs of awakening. The angels will not allow this awakening to happen abruptly. He will come as one who whispers in your ear, and you will be the first to hear this whisper reflected in her. Understand, what is being revealed now is only a fraction of the magnitude of what is to come. There are omens that will arise in dreams, intuitions that will intensify, and even coincidences that will cease to be seen as mere coincidences. The universe will conspire in favor of your perception. You will be taken places, listen to phrases, and come across scenes that seem random, but everything will be connected. The key is in your attention. Signals will not come with noise, but with delicacy. Some doors will start to close unexpectedly. Previously constant people will disappear. Situations that seemed promising will crumble like sand in the hands. Don't question it. Every closure will be deliverance. Heaven is clearing the ground so that nothing will hinder the flourishing of purpose. Your daughter, even without understanding, will feel this movement. Therefore, your role is to support her emotionally, even when she is confused or upset. She needs to feel security in you, and there will be times when she will prove resistant. Perhaps question your zeal, see it as overkill, or even label it as control. But do not be shaken. When the dark ones cannot attack directly, they try to sow noise between the strong links. And the link between you and her is too strong to be undone, but sensitive enough to require vigilance. Your constancy will be the weapon that will sustain this invisible bridge between you. Even without words, she will feel, you know something that she does not yet know. The angels reveal that there is a name being mentioned in heaven. This name is connected with the next station in the life of his daughter. It can be someone she will know, or someone who is already close, but whose role has not yet been revealed. This person will bring a fork, an invitation, a pact, and that decision will be critical. But don't worry, you won't be caught off guard. Heaven will allow you to notice before, that you intuit before, and that you speak before something is decided. But your words will need to be exact. You will be led to say something that will seem small, but that will carry an immense weight in the spiritual world. And when that happens, you'll feel like it's not just you talking. There will be something in your voice, something in your steadiness, something in your gaze. It will be the Spirit passing through you. And she will listen. Even if silent, even if contrite, she will listen. And when the right time comes, he will remember these words clearly, as if they were engraved in the soul. At this time, the surrounding shadows are being forced to retreat. There is a light that has been turned on in your house, and it can no longer be turned off. Even though you have not felt anything physical, the spiritual world has reorganized. The presence of Archangel Michael is now constant. Not only is he next to his daughter, but he now circles the environments where she walks. People will be turned away. Words will be nullified. Confused thoughts will be interrupted. What once caused unrest will suddenly be uninteresting to her. You will notice this effect. It's like the charm is broken. And it will be. There will be an inexplicable departure, an abrupt but necessary cut. And this will not come by your action, but by higher decision. The hand of Michael will intervene directly. He is already preparing this cut, even if it has not yet happened in the visible plane. But when it happens, you will know, it was now. Your daughter, feeling this sudden emptiness, may be saddened. You may not understand why. And that's where you come in once again. Your voice, again. Your presence, once again. Be shield. Be explanation. Be safe harbor. Don't minimize your pain, but don't feed it either. Show that there is something bigger in motion. That what was taken away was actually preventing the new from coming. And this new one is what the angels are preparing. There will be an even deeper revelation. Something you thought you knew, but that will be revealed differently. A new layer of truth. Maybe connected to the past. Maybe something that she keeps silent, but that weighs. And that secret, when it comes out, will be liberating. But it will require from you calmness, wisdom, and discernment.
No lleilaments. No rus.
This revelation will be the beginning of a spiritual reconstruction in her. The heavens whisper, it is near. Very close.
Eventline.
The characters are being positioned. The curtain is about to open. And you are behind the scenes, preparing for your greatest act, being a channel of the divine will in your daughter's life. You were chosen for this. Not only by blood tie, but by a spiritual alliance much older than you might think. This mission was already written before you met in this life. And even if no one sees what you do in silence, your every act is being recorded. Every tear held back, every murmured prayer, every thought of protection. Nothing goes unnoticed by heavenly eyes. You are stronger than you think, more important than you think, more strategic than you think. And now, the time has come to raise your spiritual level, a new layer of faith. For what is to come will require a woman awakened, steadfast, and guided directly by the divine light. There will be a time when everything will seem to fall silent, as if the sky was quiet. Don't be afraid of that silence. It will not be absence, it will be transition. The Spirit needs this interval to complete what is being shaped. Your faith will be what keeps the fire burning at this time. Don't flinch. When it seems that nothing is happening, it will be just when it is. The invisible works precisely in those moments when the natural senses do not perceive anything. As I write, there is a movement around him. You may not see it, but you will feel it. Maybe a slight shiver, maybe an inexplicable warmth in the chest, maybe just an unusual peace. That's confirmation. That is presence. That's true. Go on. Stay. Get ready. Because now, the heavens will show you something you never expected. Deep gratitude for allowing this heavenly message to touch your heart. Your attentive listening, your sensitive spirit, and your silent surrender are answers that heaven receives with joy. Do not think that this was just another beautiful word. No, this was a summons, a direct call to your hands and your heart. And if you felt that it was especially for you, it's because it really was. Spiritual time is running out, and heaven has chosen you to be a sacred link in this mission. If this message spoke to you, if it confirmed something that your spirit already sensed, write now in the comments the number 777. This will be the sign that you have heard, received, and are ready to be an active part of the divine move. This is how Archangel Michael will recognize your response in the physical world and know that you can count on your faith going forward. This number is not random. It represents covenant, protection, and confirmation of the angelic presence in your life and that of your daughter. And if you feel that you need to continue receiving these warnings, these words guided directly by the angels, subscribe now to our channel. This is not about a simple inscription, it is about staying connected with heaven. Also turn on the notifications bell, as the next messages from the angels will come with even deeper revelations, and you cannot afford to miss them. Each video will be a fragment of what heaven still wants to reveal about you and about the purpose it carries. Be attentive, vigilant, and sensitive. Archangel Michael will continue to speak to you. Thank you for allowing heaven to reach you today. May the divine light accompany you, and may every step of your daughter be established under the sacred protection. See you in the next message. Glowing Star 777, I get it. I'm ready. The sky spoke to me.